You are on a newscast, kind of, right? Hello.
PSA.
It is definitely more PSA. Happy Friday, friends.
Happy Friday.
We made it.
We did. We made it.
Killer week.
We had a lot of personal downfalls, literally, but business was good this week. We put some good vibes out in the universe, and if you don't know, we got to ring our bell.
Yeah, we ring the bell and spouted off a list of small victories and big victories, so it was good. Hope y'all had a great week too. We are back with episode number 21 of 5 Minute-ish Fri YAY, where we talk about an array of marketing and branding topics. If you see us looking to the left, it's because we timed this really illy, and Laura is about to walk in and haul all her stuff in to the office. We are at Disconnect, Hampton Roads this morning.
Yes, we are.
Shooting live from just down the hallway from our office.
Back to normal.
Last week. Oh my gosh, last week.
Let's just recap a little bit.
Can we just apologize profusely to the public?
Well, the first one was not it really technically was not our fault.
So sorry.
We had a lot of technical issues.
Such a mess.
The cell towers were also an issue. We went all the way out to Virginia Beach, and we did our first one.
And it was great.
30 minutes. It was bomb, by the way. And unfortunately, we got to the finish, and
then realized that we didn't have enough service, and it didn't record or post anything or save it.
Yeah, then we tried split screen, and that didn't work. We did that twice.
So I figured it out. It was my AirPods.
Oh.
My AirPods weren't charged enough. They were dying.
That's what it was. Okay.
And so it made the sound horrible. It was very echoey. If you battled through any of that with us last week,
props to you. We love you.
Gold star stickers all around for everyone.
But I kind of think it can also go to everyone. I mean, if you have struggles with technology, we've all been there, but just keep pushing through.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
We'll get through it. We've all been there.
So my rule is technology will always fail you, so be prepared. And have a plan B, a plan C.
Always a backup plan.
Yeah. Have some other
That day happened to go through several of our backup plans.
We did. We made use of all of them.
We're back together.
We're back.
Friday.
Yes, and we're going to Fri YAY, and it's going to be wonderful. So today we're going to talk to you a little bit more about social media. We have a couple more weeks of social media talk left.
Yes,
so,
we do.
Love it. Today we're going to talk to you about auditing your social media presence. Ooh. Take a nice, raw, honest look at where you are today. So that you know where you're going in the future and how to get there, right?
Exactly. You know, it's good to know where you want to go, but then also look at all your things to see, am I there yet? And where do I need to go? What do I need to do to get to where I want to go?
How do you adjust and adapt something if you don't have the real, honest answers to begin with, right? You have to start somewhere. So that's what we're going to teach you today.
Like the brick road.
Yeah, exactly where you're starting from, so that you know what those benchmarks are, and you can measure against them.
Yeah.
So let's dig in to auditing. So we kind of already covered like why it's important, right? So that you can see your strengths and your weaknesses, and make some really strong strategic decisions and moves.
Right.
But what does it even mean to audit your social media presence?
Well, by definition's sake, an audit is a series of steps taken to evaluate and optimize a business's social media profiles and strategies. Performing a social media audit can also help businesses stay on top of their online presence. And the other one says about the same thing, but it says the compiling of all key information about each account and the back end of the account into a living document.
Yeah, so it's really just going into wherever you have a presence in the social media sphere and looking at those platforms all have data and analytics built into them. And you have so much information that's provided to you. So you can go in there and you can see, okay, like, where am I at with reach and engagement and all the metrics that really matter to my business? Now, it's going to differ a little bit, right? Depending on what your business is and who your audience is, what your goals are overall,
right.
of what you're kind of really going to focus on. But generally, an audit includes, how many likes, how many follows, how active have you been, how many, what's the kind of average number of posts that you're putting out there, what kind of content resonates, and what of that content is the most engaging.
And if you're wondering what we're referring to on this page right here, this is our workbook.
Yep.
For our social media strategy. And in that class, we do go over a little bit of auditing. So we thought we would use this as an example today, because we do a little bit of that in the class.
Yeah, and a few of you probably watching have this workbook with you in your business. So if you've come through the strategy class a couple times, there's been a couple of them this year. Go ahead and get that out and look at that and reuse that as a template to continue to measure and grow. So when we're taking a look at auditing our presence, there's a lot of information and data built into a lot of these platforms.
Right.
But what do you really measure? What do you need to pay attention to? Reach is huge. I feel like most businesses don't pay enough attention to reach.
They don't, because they don't think it's as necessary. A lot of times if they don't have the knowledge or the background, they don't realize that it almost means more than your likes or your followers.
Yeah, so likes and followers is kind of a vanity metric. And it's really, you want more quality over quantity. As long as you're always growing and getting in front of more eyes, and that's why you measure reach.
Right.
Then that's important and good, right? Another key metric that we really like to pay attention to is engagement. Now, engagement can mean different things on different platforms, right?
It's very true.
And depending on what your strategy and kind of how you're guiding your audience, what actions you're trying to get them to take. But likes, comments, shares, retweets, anything like that is engagement. So it's just really engaging, getting your audience to engage in the conversation with you, and not have it just be one-sided if you just spout enough information like I am right now.
Yes.
Called myself out. So let's go through some of these other points and things to look at. Here, what's another one?
So another thing is that you want to pinpoint your posts that have been very successful. And once you do, you want to figure out why were they successful. Then you want to pinpoint the ones that weren't as successful, and you want to pinpoint what made them not as successful as the successful ones. This will kind of give you an idea of not only your posts and what you should lead up to or you should work towards, but also it'll kind of help the next factor, which is making sure that your posts are either grabbing the attention of your audiences and personas that you want, or reevaluating and saying, maybe my personas and audience are actually different than the ones I originally thought or originally wanted to grab. Maybe I'm actually grabbing the attention of a different audience.
Yeah, there's different ways to look at it, and I think just taking kind of a very objective approach from it, and it can be really hard, right? As the business owner yourself, you're in it every day, so that's why sometimes having an outside perspective can be really important and crucial to your success. So I want to show you something that we do for our clients, and this is one for a local nonprofit we've done, but we just broke it down, just their most active platform. So we took a look at their Facebook and we looked at their presence from that moment. So, the basics of how many likes, followers, how active are they, what kind of content is resonating. So anytime they share a story, because really for any business or nonprofit, your story is what you want to share. You want to connect on an emotional level with your audience, right?
Right. You want it to be personal. You want it to be one-on-one, almost like you're talking in person and it's just you and that person.
And another piece of that was anytime they shared an announcement, an exciting announcement, or
you're
some kind
of relationship.
Right. Or some kind of collaboration with another group.
Yes.
Because,
or even a testimonial from another client that like, let's say our page was then shared, that other person can see and go, oh, these other people feel the same way I do, or oh, it's a little bit different, but that's cool to see that someone else's view on the subject.
Yeah, and then content that doesn't resonate. So just getting really real with yourself, which can be kind of painful, right?
It is, and again, that's sometimes why taking a step back or having someone else look at your content, can be hard stuff to do, and it's hard reality to take into consideration, but it's an important thing to do.
Yeah, so then when you kind of look at the overall optimization of everything too, you kind of can combine that and get some action items in place. So, what are the top 5 things I can do today or in the next month or quarter that I can kind of change the path, right? So this information, you don't want to just be like, okay, I know where I'm at today, bye, put it away, throw this in the corner,
right?
Not
and that's
look
why
at it again.
We call it a living document.
Exactly. So this is something that you get out, that you think about. And what I have a lot of our clients do is kind of just picking, if this is not your jam, right? Like, yeah, we nerd out on this, but a lot of people don't. So if this is not what really drives interest and passion out of you, it's the same way that I feel about the bookkeeping side of my business or many other aspects, right? Is right. So it's something that I look at and I get it off my plate right off the bat, right? So I do the things I don't want to do or don't like to do.
And we got a lesson out this week at our conference.
We did. We attended a conference, Women Doing Business at the Beach.
Yes.
And one of the little breakout sessions we went to by this coach, Nicole Wire, from Root to Rise Coaching, she talked about doing this, and I thought it was really validating because it's something that I've learned over the years.
Right, and just how it even can affect your mental state, in fact, how much you get done, how your productivity is for the day. And, it could be things that, you do like to do, but still it hangs over your head. Like, for instance, I love to go to the gym, but sometimes if I don't do it early in the morning and I wait, it hangs over me all day, and I'm like, I know I've got to get there. It just makes my day harder.
Right.
So,
speaking of letting it hang over your head for too long, 2020 is just around the corner.
Yeah.
This year has absolutely flown by.
It has.
It's been an amazing year for us, and we hope it has for all of you as well. But we want to make sure that our clients are fully prepared to dig right into 2020, feeling confident and comfortable with where they're at, and they know where they're going.
Yeah.
So hopefully you can take some time to jot this stuff down at a minimum, right? To go through, audit where you're at, take a look at it, and from that, write some SMART goals, right?
Yes.
Put together a strategy.
Goals that you can easily achieve, maybe 1 or 2 goals that, you have to push a little bit, but make sure they are achievable, at least in a correct time frame. I listened to something the other day, and it was saying how, make SMART goals. If you make something that really takes a time of 10 years, don't put it in a time frame of a year.
Yeah.
Make SMART goals.
Make SMART goals. So use this to your advantage. Use all the information that's out there wherever you find it. There's so much good information out there on the internet to find and to use to your advantage. But take a look, and if you need help with auditing your presence, you need that outside perspective, we would absolutely love an opportunity to do that for you.
Of course.
Either on the full spectrum level of across every platform you're on, or just one particular platform
that you use the most.
Whatever it might be.
But if they're local, they could also come to one of our upcoming
workshops.
Yes,
absolutely. So we will be releasing tickets and information on our last 2 workshops of the year.
I know, and it's exciting because they are going to be the biggest ones we've done yet.
Yeah. So on November 21st here at BizConnect, we are going to do a 2-hour Measuring Your Metrics class. And the 2 of us are going to work with you to go through and take a look at your social media metrics, your website metrics, whatever it might be, and or a combination thereof, and help you decide and figure out what really worked and what really didn't.
Right.
So that you can make a plan, which would lead us
to the second workshop,
part 2, which you can buy these as a combination ticket or individually.
Yep.
You save a little bit money if you want to come to both. Then if you're just going to buy one and be like, oh, I should come to that second one, now I'm going to buy that too. So just think about that. But the second one is a content planathon.
Ooh, and this includes quite a bit of different things.
Yeah. So we are going to walk you through kind of a quick review of how did this year go?
Yeah.
With your kind of marketing and social media strategy overall, how did it go? How do you feel about it? Where could it improve? Where did you do really great? Let's celebrate that.
How did your branding go?
Let's shake off all the negativity of whatever might be lingering, and then dig into planning out 2020, having a solid outline.
Yep. Getting excited about the new year and the new ideas that'll be flowing around. We might break into some individual little small groups to, throw out ideas, kind of help each other. We will have some of our tools available to actually create some content. And we will both be there to assist you with all your needs, and it's gonna be fun.
And it's a 4-hour session, and lunch will be included.
Yes.
So that'll be really fun, and that will be December 4th here at BizConnect from 9 to 1. So mark your calendar, save the date, get excited. We want to end this year strong. We want to help you end this year strong, and really just dive into 2020 with the most confidence you've ever had about your marketing
strategy. Getting that head start and, opening that new year with a bang.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah. All right. So if you enjoyed this video, be sure to watch every Friday. We jump in here and do videos.
Yeah, next week we're talking about our audience.
Yeah, we'll talk about target audience and how
who your audience should be, how you figure that out.
Right. We'll dig into all that fun stuff. So watch live next Friday. Drop any questions you might have in the comments below, and we will be happy to answer them.
Yeah.
And we will catch you on the flip side. Did I really just say that?
You did.
I did.
I liked it.
Have a great weekend, everyone.
Bye.
Bye. Kara, will you go?
I will.
Hit end.
To be honest, I wish you would have said catch you on the flippy floppy.
Flippy floppy. Catch you on the flippy floppy. There you go.